This is a stimulus check update and daily news report. Got a lot of important updates to share with you in this video. New increased checks start going out tomorrow, and as Omicron surges, a lot of different changes are going on. We'll go over this article, stimulus checks in 2022. Here's where the push for more direct relief stands as Omicron surges in the U.S. California's Governor Gavin Newsom just made an announcement that there may be some type of third stimulus check going out to Californians. When it comes to SNAP, $157 more per month for 6 different states. With the Build Back Better plan, I'll let you know the latest of what's going on with that and where it stands and what Chuck Schumer just said on the Senate floor, and I'll give you some other important updates as well. Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. If you appreciate the fact-based, fast-paced updates, hit the like button down below. So Pfizer says Omicron-specific vaccine to be ready in March, and they're going to start human testing on it in end of January. So my question to you, though, is it going to be too late? By the time it comes out in March, is Omicron going to be gone and then a new variant is going to pop up? Let me know your thoughts on that down in the comments below. Pfizer said it would be able to produce a tailor-made vaccine in roughly 100 days. But I don't know, if the new variant pops up every 2 months, is that going to be too late of a timeline? Let me know your thoughts on that. Also, private health insurance companies to cover up to 8 at-home COVID tests a month. This is given by the White House. The White House is going to make sure that insurance companies are able to provide these tests to Americans for free. It's going to be reimbursed by the insurance companies. And experts predict up to 5 million could skip work next week with COVID, putting a strain on businesses and transport as U.S. hits second highest daily case count of 900,832 cases. Infections. Omicron peak is expected to crest at the end of January. So yeah, we got a lot going on with the surge in Omicron. Is this going to mean that more stimulus checks are coming? Well, there is more type of aid in the Build Back Better. So Pelosi opens door to virus aid and spending plan as Omicron rages. Before there was nothing for it. President Biden said that he's going to ask Congress for more money for Omicron, or for vaccines as well as for businesses, other stimulus packages like that. So it looks like there's going to be more spending, which could mean these are the type of things that could mean there could be a general fourth stimulus check. So stimulus check update, talks reopen for fourth stimulus check. Not necessarily, but there are different programs that are giving out more money. So will California send more stimulus checks in 2022? Here's what Gavin Newsom says. So by law, there may be some type of stimulus check or tax rebate. So while the budget as proposed does not include another round of Golden State stimulus checks, the governor left open the possibility for tax rebates this year as the state figures out what to do with its massive budget surplus, one potentially large enough to exceed California's constitutional limit. So California just has so much money, and by law they have to give some of that back to its citizens. So they already gave 2 stimulus checks. Now they could give another one because they just have way too much money and they have to give it back in some type of tax rebate form. So the White House shares $4.5 billion effort to cover winter heating bills. As winter is here, it's getting cold even in South Carolina. It's in the 30s and heating bills are on the rise. So looks like the Biden administration is dispersing an additional $4.5 billion in funding to cover heating costs for low-income Americans this winter, sharing state-by-state breakdown on Friday. So we'll figure out what happens with that. Also, stimulus checks in 2022, here's where the push for more direct relief stands as Omicron surges in the U.S. So where do we stand as of now? So reports say that there are still some lawmakers advocating for a fourth round of stimulus checks and or recurring payments. Back in the spring, 21 Democratic senators pushed for a fourth stimulus check or recurring payments. Since then, there hasn't been much movement around stimulus checks. So where we stand as of now, there's still not enough going on for a general fourth stimulus check, but as Omicron surges, as I mentioned before, people are staying home from work. This is going to cause some problems. So this is kind of the formula for a general fourth stimulus check, although we're not there yet. When it comes to food stamps up to $157 being rolled out within days in 6 states, 3 ways to get SNAP benefits. So they are going on in California, Connecticut, Illinois, Maine, Minnesota, and Washington are going to raise their food stamps or SNAP benefits up to $157 more per month. I think it was saying how it could be up to $1,500 for some families. Like in Michigan, for example, if you must have a bank balance under $2,001. So yeah, it's saying a lot of different requirements for each state to get the SNAP benefits. But yeah, they're increasing that. So if you are on SNAP, in these states, expect an increase in payments there. Also, this article, stimulus checks in 2022. When will Social Security beneficiaries receive this year's $1,400 payment? So this is talking about that senior citizen $1,400 stimulus check that goes out to anyone who's collecting Social Security and a senior. That hasn't gone anywhere, so just to save you some time, they were pushing for that, although no politicians are endorsing or sponsoring any type of bill like that for a $1,400 senior stimulus check. And speaking of seniors and Social Security, so let's talk about the increase and new payments coming out. So COLA Social Security Increase 2022 update. SSA form details revealed as new $1,657 checks to be sent out this week. So checks are increasing for Social Security beneficiaries up to 5.9% for all of 2022. Will it be enough? Most of you are saying it is not enough, especially with inflation over 6%, 5.9%, as well as increased fees. It doesn't help too much, according to a lot of what you're saying. So what's going to happen with that? The payments start going out tomorrow. So the first check for 2022 will be sent on January 12th for anyone whose birthday is between the 1st and 10th, and then anyone with birthdays from the 11th through the 20th will see their payments January 19th, and people with birthdays that are the 21st onward can expect a check January 26th. So looks like tomorrow, January 12th, is the first round of those increased Social Security checks. Let me know down in the comments below, are these checks, these increased payments through COLA, are they going to help you out more? Do you wish it was more? Is it good enough? Let me know your thoughts on all that down in the comments below. When it comes to the big increase for Social Security, we still have not seen that despite President Biden promising it. And I tried looking on his website. Looks like he took that part of the website down where he promised a $200 per month increase for all Social Security beneficiaries. But this one, Schumer, Warren, and Wyden unveil a plan to to increase benefits by $200 per month for all Social Security beneficiaries. The plan to provide more than 60 million Americans with an additional $4,000 over 2 years is part of Senate Democrats' bold Phase 3 stimulus proposal. This never happened. So this, I think, was put out last year. The $200 for all Social Security beneficiaries never happened despite President Biden campaigning on it. So actually it was more than a year ago. So that never happened. Let me know, would this have helped you out more if it was a $200 for all Social Security beneficiaries? Doesn't seem like President Biden has even mentioned this or any type of increase for any Social Security beneficiaries. I know it's not the news you want to hear, but just want to keep it real, let you know what's actually going on. So when it comes to the Build Back Better plan, what's going on with that? So Pelosi insists $2 trillion Build Back Better bill still alive despite Manchin rejection. Played a video clip yesterday of Nancy Pelosi basically saying it's still going to happen. It might happen, it will happen, still no date or deadline. What's going on now is that Democrats in Congress are now taking up the voting rights. That's taking up their full priority. So Schumer, McConnell clash over filibuster amid voting rights push, and it seems that voting rights are now the priority. Build Back Better got pushed to the side again. Here's what Chuck Schumer has to say about that and where the status is.
Legislative day.
Now, Madam President, a few moments ago, I went through the typical Rule 14 process, which the Majority Leader always does, to place legislation from both minority and majority on the legislative calendar. It's merely technical. Now, the Republican leader seems to want to place a bunch of gotcha bills on the legislative calendar that he thinks would be tough votes for Democrats to take as some kind of payback for pursuing legislation to protect the sacred right to vote. Well, we Democrats aren't afraid of these votes. So what I propose to the Republican leader is that the Senate hold up or down votes at a majority threshold on each of the Republican bills he has outlined tonight, as well as the Freedom to Vote Act and the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act. Let me say again, in a few moments, I'll ask unanimous consent to have the Senate vote on the Freedom to Vote Act, the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act, and all the so-called tough bills the Republican leader is proposing tonight at a majority threshold. We believe the right to vote, to protect our democracy, to get rid of dark money from elections, to end gerrymandering to assure the American people pick their elected leaders, not politicians, is so important, I'd hope the Republican leader would go along with this proposal. Our caucus strongly disagrees with the Republican bills on this list. But for the sake of our democracy and getting to a majority vote on voting rights, we are willing to vote. So, Madam President, I ask unanimous consent that at a time to be determined by the majority leader, in consultation with the Republican leader, that the Senate vote on passage of the following bills in the order listed, that there be no motions or amendments in order to the bills, and that the passage be at a majority threshold, all without intervening action or debate. S. 2747, the Freedom to Vote Act. H.R. 4, the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. S. 3452, 3453. Do I have to read the S's? Okay. S. 3452, S. 3453, S. 3454, S. 3455, S. 3456, S. 3457, S. 3458, S. 3459, S. 3460, S. 3461, S. 3462, S. 3463, S. 3464, S. 3465, S. 3466, S. 3467, S. 3468, and S. 3469.
Is there objection?
Object.
Objection is heard.
Now, Madam President, I ask unanimous consent that the Banking Committee be discharged from further consideration of S. 450 and the Senate proceed to its immediate consideration.
The clerk will report.
S450, a bill to award posthumous.
So where do you stand with voting rights, with getting rid of the filibuster? Do you agree, disagree? So they said that they're going to vote on it on Martin Luther King Day coming up. So we'll see. I'll keep you updated on that. That is all the stimulus news that I have for you today to hopefully cheer you up a bit. Here is a new Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. I just want to tell you that you should always be grateful what you have. Karma is the one that, karma, if you give things out to the world, it comes back to you. If you have a friend that is really special to you and you give them a gift and they give you back a gift. That's what karma is all about. Giving gifts. Like if you put silliness out in the world, you'll get silliness back.
Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all of your support. So here are some more clips of the kids from back in the day, some throwbacks. Hopefully you're having a great day. All is well with me. And if you want to check out my latest video, you could click up here for my other channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Be safe. Thank you for watching.